Welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, we are going to take your Reinvest Summit that has been recently conducted in 2020. This was the third additional summit that happened, and it is just related to connected with the Paris Agreement and all. As three settles have been done, where the renewable source of energy has been taken care, and for this Reinvest Summit, the main focus was the focus only for the your solar energy. So what all those things we will see in this lecture. Before moving ahead to this lecture, I will request you to please go through this lecture till the end so that you will have a complete picture of it. Further, I will request you to please subscribe this channel. This is a new channel, so I really need your support. Now, so under this there is some solar alliance international things is going on. So it is like India, like all the countries, wants to move towards your renewable source of energy for the protection of your environment. Okay, and in that India will play a very major role. India will play a very major role in your getting the energy from your renewable source of energy, because India have a very large space to acquire for your solar energy. It have a water resources also, so the renewable source of energy for India, the capacity is very much. Wind energy is also one of the factor that is a great boost for the India's renewable source of energy. So India's role in these alliance is very important, and India is playing a very crucial role in such kind of organization. So under the ambit of your International Solar Alliance, India conducted the first edition of your Reinvest Summit was in 2015. As in your that Paris Agreement also started during that period only, and the second edition was conducted in 2018, and recently this was third one was done in 2020. So what is this Reinvest Summit? In this Reinvest Summit, where your investor will come and will invest into your solar related projects and all. Okay, so investor, it is a global expedition, global exploration. So the investors from different countries will come and will invest into India for the projects of the solar related stuff. Okay, so in the first edition, green energy commitment for the India was 271 gigawatt and 43.3 gigawatt manufacturing capacity was committed in that in your like in the addition of your in the first summit. So currently installed right now, when the currently installed capacity is 90 gigawatt only, and this includes in this 90 gigawatts we have 36 gigawatt of solar and the 38 gigawatt from the wind energy. So addition of the solar energy must faster happen in the recent days, but in the 2020 due to COVID it was slowed down. But this in this Reinvest Summit is basically for the investors to come into India, invest into the renewable source of projects and all. Okay, so the addition of solar energy that happened in India was very fast in the recent years, but it was the lowest recorded in the 2020 regarding the addition of the solar manufacturing sectors and all. And land acquisition, that is one of the another challenge for the addition of wind energy, that is slowing down our things. So that's why digital your land acquisition, land ownership record has been proposed by the Indian government as well. So those multiple steps have been taken regarding it as well. Okay, so what is the all about your concept and this summit? There will discuss what this summit was discussed. So the theme for this 2020 your Reinvest Summit was for the innovations for the sustainable energy transitions, and India is mainly focusing upon the solar energy only. Yes, wind energy is also things, but the acquisitions of that wind energy for the land acquisitions is very crucial for part of the India. In the solar energy plate, yes, land is required, but there is another concept like each houses in the solar regions, in the areas, the states which are receiving the good amount of sunlight, each houses will have their solar plate will be installed on their rooftop, and these houses will provide the energy to discoms, and ultimately whatever the amount that whatever the units of energy they transfer to discoms, that amount will be reduced, whatever the capacity they consumed from the discom as well. So it is like your houses will also act as like a generator of the electricity, so discom pressure will also reduce, and that is something called net billings and global billings. So that is a different thing. I've already uploaded the video on it also. Okay, so in the renewable source of energy, up to 100% FDI, foreign direct investments, have been allowed through automation sector route, not approval route. What is the difference between automation sector route and approval route? We will see. So whenever FDI has to come into India, it has to come through basically two routes, approval route or automatic routes. Okay, the approval routes or automatic routes. Within the approval routes, again there will be two different sectors. We will not go that much deep. So within the approval, again there will be two different routes are present. In the approval route, no clearance required from the government for the automatic route, no clearance required from the government to India, then it will come from automatic route. Like if you do not require any approvals and all, and generally all the investors want to skip that part. They do not want that kind of complex kind of policies and comfort zone. So that's what nobody wants to for that reason. So India will go from automatic, but it has to be notified to the RBI. So ultimately they have to inform RBI, but there is no require for any process and all. So there is no require for any clearance and all. So that is something called your that is automatic route. In approval route, it has to take approval from the ministry or cabinet of committee. Okay, so in that cabinet committee, generally if the approval requirement for the investment is up to rupees 5,000 crore, this has to be handled by the panel of respective ministers, and if it is more than, it has to be handled by the cabinet committee for the economic affairs. So it is like it is through your approval route. Okay, for automatic sector route, there is no required for any approvals, and further 100% FDI is allowed. So whatever the investors want to invest for the renewable source of energy projects, they can come, they can invest through approval route. No kind of any that clearance is required for acquisitions of land and all. No, they can directly come, they can directly invest, no issues for them. So that is one of the major steps that have been taken by the government of India. That's it in this lecture, Reinvest Summit that was conducted. I hope you understand this lecture. Please like and subscribe. Your subscription is a form of payment for me. If you want any on-demand video lecture, please feel free to ping on my Twitter handle. Thank you.